Hello, Simon. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to Follow Her. We are happy to have you here from France. In my project, you are our last guest. You will be the last published one. Uh, I'm thinking to continue, but I hope I can. I don't know. We will see about that. But it will be the last video of my project end of the day. We are happy to have you. As I said, welcome. Bonjour. I'm not gonna talk much. Like as I did always, I will give it to you. You can introduce yourself. We can change the other questions later. It's on
Hi.
you.
Hi, thank you very much. Thank you for welcoming me on the Folder project. So my name, as you said, is Simon. I'm 21 years old and I'm French. So basically, I just graduated of international business, and I'm planning to work after in my master in sustainability after. Yes, welcome and thank you. France is a great country, I would say. What I really love about France is the different landscapes. You have a diversity. It's a different landscape, different culture into France. And this is what I really like about culture, food, landscape, dialects also. There is different language into France, and that's this diversity that I really like. Also people, also different culture from different groups of people, and that's the good part of France, the diversity, I would say. So basically, you have one main language in France. This is French. So I consider that everyone speaking French in France. If you are looking for regional dialects, they they exist, but they are really spoken by old people and not really young people. We don't speak anymore this dialect, I would say. It's not taught in school at school, this dialect. So yeah, we forgot this type of dialect.
I know English. I don't know French.
Uh-huh.
I came to France. Like, is it easy for me to survive in France?
Oh, if you speak English,
Mm-hmm. Oh,
I would say that you would survive because we can speak a little bit English as I do, but it's not perfect English as you can hear. But yeah, we is I would say that France is in Europe now. It's in the west part of Europe, and so Latin countries, do you know, like Spain, Italy, France, they do not speak well English. I don't know what, maybe it's a problem, in educational problem, but this country really bad to learn languages, I would say. Contrary to Germany, north of Sweden, north of Europe, with Sweden, Denmark, Norway, they are really able to switch from Germany to English, or from Swedish to English, and it's not the case in France. Other countries such as Spain or Italy, we are not really good learning English, but you can still. We are the I think we are the country with the most tourists every
mm,
year,
yeah.
so we'll know how to speak English, but it's not perfect English such as Germany or other country from the north of Europe. Paris is one thing to do, but do you know maybe the Paris syndrome? Do you know this disillusion or not?
Oh, yeah, yeah. I know. I know.
This
I
is,
guess
yeah,
also kind of like misconception as well, I guess,
definitely.
because like they are saying like, oh, Paris, like it looks like. I mean, I
Yeah.
don't know what you're gonna say. I'm saying just
No,
what
that's
I'm
definitely this.
saying.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
you got this.
So like, how can I say? They are like saying like, oh, Paris, like it's like Europe in the main, and there's Eiffel Tower, and like everywhere is like boutique, like
Yeah.
everywhere looking good. But like mostly when people went there and come back, they are saying like, oh, it's dirty. Like I see like there's Eiffel Tower and near it there's trash, when
Mhm.
you turn back,
Yeah.
and they
Yeah.
are saying like, how is this possible? Like I thought here like elegant place, like they
Uh-huh.
see it in that way.
Yeah, sure.
But I
So
guess it's about your political issues as well recently. Like as I left the part, I know like the people who's working in the government, they stopped working for a time and everything was out of control, as I know. But
mhm.
I guess rather than that, I was like, how can I say, it was like this before as well, I guess.
Sure, that was, yeah, it's from decades Paris is a little bit dirty. And yeah, Paris syndrome is a misconception of Paris. It comes mainly from series like, maybe Emily's in Paris or whatever, La Casa de Papel. Also, they film in Paris, but yeah, it's a really misconception of Paris. And when tourists come in Paris and they just realize it's not in movie, that's it just what, yeah, that's terrible. But yeah, and what is also really how do you say that, a topic now is maybe the next Olympic Games are coming in France, in Paris, and we are what the newspapers said is that we are not ready to host the Olympic Games. So we have a lot of problems, dirty problems. They are hosting in the Seine, so they want to the river in Paris. So basically now you cannot swim in the Seine, and it's coming in like three months maybe. So yeah, there is a lot of problem in Paris. Yeah, so that's what we are talking about every day.
They are saying like French people really racist towards Muslim people. Like I heard in that, like, or like I don't know like what's the reality, but like I guess like because of the terrorist things like happening, how can I say, the government say, I don't know if changed, but it said like it's like forbidden to wear burqa, like for example cover your face fully, like I mean I'm not like that, so I don't know, but like if you are like that you need to open it, so like some people really thinking that France is really against to Muslim religion, like as a like prejudice.
Yeah, sure. So there is definitely a conflict between religion, so what they want to do, and France have rules, laws that we have to accept, and sometimes it's conflict with religion, and that's a problem since, I don't know, for decades now, and we are talking about this every day. But for example, like France is a laic country, so you cannot wear any things that cover your mouth or face in public places. So that, of course, that create conflicts in France. And there is also political decisions from the left parts that really wants to improve the things, and the right part, which is mostly conservationists. Yes, right. They want to keep these rules, so this law. So yeah, there is definitely a problem in a conflict between France and religion. I really like the mentality of France and young people mostly. I really believe that we are a young generation and we can transform the things that we think that's completely out of time now. So I think that's the mentality of France, of French people. I like that we disagree every time. That's what we are always on strike. Or every time there is like a law or something that we don't know, we are burning everything. But that's the French spirit. But that's what I like also. That's we I don't know how to say that, but we are not like, okay, fine. When we are disagree, and we show it. So that's what I like in France. Some people, especially during the COVID period, they believe that was a complotism, like that was created by the government, and so we have always an opinion, but sometimes it's not, that can create bad thing, I would say. So this is maybe something that I dislike. Of course, there is enough too much racism in France also, and feminicide also. There is more every year. There is more than 100 of feminicide in France, and that's too much. So yeah, that's something that I dislike. But yeah, feminicide are the women that are killed by their husbands from people. So there is every year more than 100 women that are killed by someone, or because they are women, and that's terrible. So one every 2 days, basically. For a girl, I don't want to speak for a girl, but there is maybe sometimes a lack of security also in big cities, I would say. When you're going home sometimes at night, that can be pretty scary for a girl, and I completely understand. And sometimes some girl already asked me, do you mind if you can go just with this station with me because I'm alone? And I said, sure, that's completely fine.
Do you have any thoughts to abortion, for
Oh.
example, about or women? You
Mm.
said like there is a lot of women get harassed or get raped, So in your country, is it legal to make abortion
Sure.
from an harassment, for
Yeah.
example?
It's not mandatory to have a reason to get abortion. And we made a great progress in France recently. We wrote abortion in the constitution, so which is the biggest laws in France, and you cannot change really the constitution. Abortion, you can do abortion everywhere in France, and it's completely legal. And I think it was the first time that all the different political parts were agreed together to say, yes, let's vote this fund. Even the right place, so the conservationist parts was a little bit, we don't know, but they say yes, at least at the end. And it was a great moment to say, yeah, for France.
Oh, that's really interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I thought like the religious part of France would say no,
No,
or
they don't have enough power to say no. So yeah, as I said, no, for real, like the young generation gave so much. I think was a thing that we wanted for decades now, and there is a great history about abortion in France. It begins with Simone Veil. If you know this person, it was historic woman in France. That was the people who authorized maybe abortion in France. So I don't know when it was, but that was 50 years ago, the big topic. And at this time, the religious people had power, but not anymore. And again, now it's in the constitution. That was really great to celebrate that. This thing. Is it a symbol of abortion in Turkey or not?
I guess no. Is it? I don't know such a
Okay.
thing.
So quick story. I don't know if I would say right, but this was used in France before and in other country to get the fetus when it was unborn. So they use a hanger illegally to having abortion. So I don't know, but they just putting this inside and trying to, and that's the symbol of the illegal abortion. So that's a really big symbol in France. And when they were striking to get the abortion in the constitution, they were putting this in evidence. So that's how they do. We have really not funny, but political differences. Maybe maybe Emmanuel Macron, of our president. So he's with a woman which is really older. So like they have 20 years maybe difference, 8 years old. So that's completely fine for us right now. And our prime minister is homosexual. So you have like the high people, the people like that are leading France already. They are
None
not
of that people.
they're completely free to be homosexual or have a woman that are older than them. So yeah, that's completely free after for France, for the people to be with whatever they are, with 1, 2, 3, 4 people if they want. Like it's yeah, that's completely legal. So you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, I really like our talk, Simon.
Yeah, that's great.
Thank you so much for sharing your experiences and your perspective.
Yeah.
Even though you have like sometimes you struggle with your English, you try to help me. I'm thankful. I'm thankful. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
Merci beaucoup.
Merci beaucoup, merci.